Even though I've been collecting NES games for pretty much as long as I've been playing them, there's a bunch of games for the system I've never even switched on. I have the physical carts, and even with the ease of access to all the games in ROM file format on emulators these days, I always find myself drawn back to the same games. I could take my shoes and socks off and still not have enough fingers or toes to count the amount of NES games I've actually completed, but it's not that many. With the NES challenge, all that will change. I'm going to try and complete every single NES game. In the immortal words of Kel Jahari Rice Mitchell,
Oh, here it goes!
I might as well start by saying if you haven't played Super Mario Bros. By now and were aware of it, you probably never will. But don't feel bad about missing out on the one-time best-selling video game of all time on a single platform. Nintendo's Wii Sports has stolen that title. No, fear not, video game fans. As part of the NES challenge, I'm aiming to complete as many NES games as possible and hopefully show you a few tips and tricks along the way. Now living in the Mushroom Kingdom after changing his name from Jumpman for financial reasons when his carpentry business went bust, Super Mario Bros. Sees Mario reimagined as a plumber. Allegedly named after the then Nintendo of America's warehouse landlord because they couldn't afford to pay the rent, Mario has appeared in over 200 video games since his creation. 1985's Famicom release of Super Mario Bros. Was followed on the Nintendo Entertainment System on May 15, 1987, and is strongly considered to have aided in the resurrection of the crashed North American video game market of the 1980s. It's Nintendo's cash cow, having sold over 40 million copies worldwide, so it's not surprising that it's been ported to all of Nintendo's home consoles to date, apart from the Nintendo 64. Controlling Mario and his slightly younger but taller fraternal twin, named after the Japanese word Luigi, meaning similar, is incredibly natural and satisfying. In fact, it's awe-inspiring. We take it for granted now, but Nintendo's early 80s designed D-pad is the pioneer for every game console controller we use today. The aim of the game at each level is simple. Get from the left-hand side of the screen to the right in order to reach a flagpole. Your curiosity is rewarded along the way with coins scattered throughout all levels for you to collect, and special bricks marked with question marks containing more coins or special items. Super mushrooms make Mario double in size, and in addition to allowing him break bricks overhead, Mario can take one extra hit from most enemies. In the original concept for the game, our hero was to ride a rocket and fire a gun, but when the game layout changed, they made the second main power-up the Fire Flower. When picked up, not only does Mario get a snappy outfit change, but it allows him to throw fireballs. The less common Starman gives Mario temporary invincibility to most hazards. You are given a certain amount at the beginning of the game, but players can gain additional lives by picking up green mushrooms, the location of which I've been showing you throughout this video, collecting 100 coins, defeating several enemies in a row with a Koopa shell, or bouncing on enemies successively without touching the ground. You lose one life when Mario takes damage when he's small, falls in a pit, or runs out of time. The game ends when all his lives are lost. As you jump and throw fireballs across 8 worlds, each containing 4 sub-levels called stages, one thing becomes immediately clear. Yeah, it's part of the family for over 30 years, and still a bastard to control under the water, but every aspect of this game is fun. There are warp zones to find. Hell, before making this video I don't think I'd seen World 1 Stage 3 for years. Secret areas containing coins. Decoys in Stage 4 of every world except World 8 called Mushroom Retainers. He didn't get the title at Toad until Super Mario 3. To tell you, thank you Mario, but our princess is in another castle, and a minus level that needs a bit of practice to get to. But even after 30 years, Super Mario Bros. Stands alone. It's loved by adults and children both. It's simple to grasp and easy to get good at, with enough hard to master gameplay that will bring you back for more. Yeah, it's about a King Koopa called Bowser who kidnaps a Peach in a mushroom kingdom and has to be rescued by a plumber. But I take back what I said earlier. If you haven't played it, shame on you. Whether you're kicking shells of freshly stamped Koopas or jumping 3 times your height over seemingly impossible obstacles, it's just perfect gameplay. A timeless classic to be enjoyed by all.